Hi, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another quiz. If you're out there, let's have you in the chat and we'll see who we've got. All right, kid. Hi, Richard. Hi, June. Hello, Dawn. Lovely to hear from you. Are you watching the cricket, kid? So disappointing. There's Stacey. Evening, Stacey. Just need Stephen and Jeanette. We'll have a full house. We've got Stephen and Jeanette. Yeah, we'll go through the subjects for tonight. One is general knowledge. 2 is rhymes. 3 is pop. 4 is sport. 5 is TV. 6 is literature. 7 is connections. 8 is food and drink. 9 is words. And 10 is true or false. Nice dodgy one to end with. So that's your selection for tonight. Let's give it a couple of minutes to see if Stephen and Jeanette are joining. I did text them early on, but I didn't get a response. I must admit. Give it a little while longer, but it doesn't look as if Stephen and Jeanette are joining tonight. No, I mean, we'll crack on, and then if they do join me, I can always give them the questions again if I haven't got to the answers. So we'll start with question 1 on general knowledge. First part, what type of animal was Babe in the film of the same name? Ah, there's Stephen there. Evening, Stephen. Did you get that first one? What type of animal was Babe in the film of the same name? Oh, we've got a full house of 6 teams tonight. That's good. Question 2 on general knowledge. What was the name of Elvis Costello's backing group? What was the name of Elvis Costello's backing group? Question 3. In which city is TV's Morse set? Which city is the TV program Morse set? Question 4. To an Australian, what are strides? Strides. To an Australian, what are strides? Not just Australian, I don't think, but anyway. And 5. Who was the last British Prime Minister of the 1960s? Who was the last British Prime Minister of the 1960s? Yeah, no, Stephen, so was a great game, but we was unlucky. Put it that way. What do you want us to spell, June? Strides. Strides. If that's what you're after. Yeah. S for sugar, T for Tommy, R for Romeo, I for India, D for Delta, E for Echo, S for Sierra. It should be. No problem with that. Okay, we've got to question 2, which is rhymes. All done these before then. 2 questions per part. The answers rhyme. So we've got to answer both questions, but the answers do rhyme. First one, a person who repairs shoes. The second part, a Zimbabwean-born goalkeeper played for Liverpool between 1981 and 1994. Okay, Stacey, I'll quickly run through the first lot for you. 1 was, what type of animal was Babe? 2 was Elvis Costello's Baton Group. 3, which city is Morse set? 4, what are strides? 5, the last British Prime Minister of the 1960s. Who was the last British Prime Minister of the 1960s? You okay now, Stacey? Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, question 2 on rhymes. Award given to Best Actor or Actress by the US Film Academy. The second part, an opera by Puccini. Award given to Best Actor or Actress by the US Film Academy. And an opera by Puccini. Number 3, the infectious disease that caused the 14th century Black Death. And the International Criminal Court is based in which Northern European city? Infectious disease that caused the 14th century Black Death. The International Criminal Court is based in which Northern European city? Question 4. American television series starred Robert Wagner and Stephanie Powers. The second part, complete the lyric. Once upon a time, I was falling in love. Now I'm only... With both answers rhyme. American television series starred Robert Wagner and Stephanie Powers. We'll complete the lyric. Once upon a time, I was falling in love. Now I'm only... And question 5. Nickname of German footballer Franz Beckenbauer. And 1980s TV series starred British actor Edward Woodward as Robert McCall. Nickname of German footballer Franz Beckenbauer. The 1980s TV series starred British actor Edward Woodward as Robert McCall. When you've got your answers, send us ready. Richard's ready. June's ready. Roland's ready. Eddie's ready. Stephen's ready. Sweet and Stacy. Okay, Stacy. Right, no bother, mate. Okay, the answers. Question 1 in general knowledge. Babe in the film of the same name was a pig. Elvis Costello's batting group were The Attractions. Morse is set in Oxford. Strides are trousers. Slang term for trousers. And the last British Prime Minister in the 1960s was Harold Wilson. The Rhymes personally repairs shoes and the Zimbabwean-born Liverpool goalkeeper. That was a cobbler and Bruce Grobbler. Award given by the US Film Academy and Opera by Puccini. That's an Oscar and Tosca. Infectious disease that caused the 14th century Black Death. And the International Criminal Court is based in that's bubonic plague and The Hague. The American television series starred Robert Wagner and Stephanie Powers, and completing the lyric, once upon a time I was falling in love, but now I'm only at heart to heart and falling apart. The nickname of German footballer Franz Beckenbauer and the 80s TV series starring Edward Woodward, that was Der Kaiser and The Equalizer. When you've got your scores, send them through. Dawn, good start, a 9. Ooh, Eddie, 10. Stacey, 8. June, 9. Stephen, 10. And Richard's in there with 8. Cracking scores for those 2 rounds. There's only 2 points between everybody. 10's the top, 8's the bottom. We're going to question 3 on pop. This is the lyrics. Give you some songs, song lyrics. Which songs do they come from and who sang them? And these are very popular tunes, so you want the name of the song and the singer or artist or group or whatever who sang them. The first one, why do I find it hard to write the next line? Why do I find it hard to write the next line? Second one, linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. Song title and the artist. Number 3, in love, in fear, in hate, in tears. In love, in fear, in hate, in tears. Number 4, and the stars look very different today. And the stars look very different today. And number 5, it's got nothing to do with Vorsprung der Technik, you know. It's got nothing to do with Vorsprung der Technik, you know. Doing songs and singers. If you get the songs, you should get the singers. Question 4 is on sport. It's football. All 5 parts. All 5 parts. Name the top 5 Premier League goal scorers of last season, 2022-23 season. In the top 5 Premier League goal scorers. The 2022-23 season. That's with the league goals. They're a happy one, June, or a sad one, I'm not sure. Right, Richard's ready. June's ready. Not happy, but ready. I think they are ready anyway, June. Stacey ready. Yeah, June's ready. Stephen's ready. Eddie's ready. And Dawn's ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. Okay, the lyrics. Pop music. Why do I find it hard to write the next line? That's from True by Spandau Ballet. So true. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. You'd go downtown with Peculiar Clark. Peculiar Clark and Downtown. In Love, in Fear, in Hate, in Tears. Classic Sit Down by James. And the stars look very different today. That's from Space Oddity, David Bowie. And it's got nothing to do with Vorsprung der Technik, you know. That's Park Life by Blur. Excuse me. The top 5 Premier League goal scorers of last season were Erling Haaland on 36, Harry Kane on 30, Ivan Toney on 20, Mo Salah on 19, and Callum Wilson on 18. That's the first time we've had a striker in the top 5 goal scorers for a long, long time. And he still only scored half as many as Haaland. Mind you, Haaland was absolutely prolific last season. When you get your scores, here we go. Stacey, 7 gives you 15. Dawn, 8 gives you 17. Eddie, 8 gives you 18. Stephen, 8 gives you 18. Richard, 7 gives you 15. June, 5 gives you 14. Not a bad score, June, considering you know nothing about football. So, well done anyway. That means we've got June on 14, Stacey and Richard on 15, Dawn on 17, Eddie and Stephen on 18. And we're going to round 5, which is TV. TV catchphrases. Catchphrases. I don't want the programs or the actors or anything on this. What I want are the TV characters that have the following catchphrases. Okay, it's not the actors or the programs they're in. I want the TV characters, the actual names of the characters that have the following catchphrases. First one, this time next year, we'll be millionaires. This time next year, we'll be millionaires. Excuse me. Number 2, drat and double drat. Drat and double drat. It's a cartoon one, that one. I'll let you know that. That one is a cartoon. Number 3, you stupid boy. You stupid boy. Number 4, is it 'cause I is black? Is it 'cause I is black? And number 5, yeah, but no, but yeah. Yeah, but no, but. Well, it's character names you're looking for. Question 6 is literature. Question 1, who wrote the book The Satanic Verses? Who wrote the book The Satanic Verses? Question 2, which famous novel by William Golding features the characters of Ralph, Jack, and Piggy? Which famous novel by William Golding features the characters of Ralph, Jack, and Piggy? Question 3, which author, who is most remembered for writing another series of books, wrote the children's story Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? Which author, who is most remembered for writing another series of books, wrote the children's story Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? Question 4. What relation is author Kingsley Amis to author Martin Amis? What relation is author Kingsley Amis to author Martin Amis? And number 5. Who wrote the novels About a Boy, How to Be Good, and High Fidelity? Who wrote the novels About a Boy, How to Be Good, and High Fidelity? When you've got your answers, senders are ready. Tune ready. Stacey's ready. Richard's ready. Dawn's ready. Stephen's ready. Thought it would only be a matter of time before our kid was the last being ready again. There he is. Okie dokes. TV. Which characters have the following catchphrases? This time next year will be millionaires. Derek Trotter or Del Boy. Drat and Double Drat was Dick Dastardly. You stupid boy, Captain Mannering. Is it 'cause I is black? Ali G. And Yeah But No But was Vicky Pollard. What's the character? Who wrote the book The Satanic Verses? That was Salman Rushdie. Famous novel by William Golding features the characters of Ralph, Jack, and Piggy. It was Lord of the Flies. The author, most remembered for writing another series of books, who wrote Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, was Ian Fleming. James Bond books. What relation is author Kingsley Amis to author Martin Amis? They are father and son. Kingsley Amis is the father. And who wrote the novels About a Boy, How to Be Good, and High Fidelity? It was Nick Hornby. Nick Hornby. When you got your scores, send them through. Dawn 9, 26. Richard 10, 25. Cracking rounds, Richard. Stacey 6, 21. Eddie 5, 23. June 9, 23. And Stephen 6, 24. So that was a big shake up. Now we've got Stacey on 21, June and Eddie on 23, Stephen on 24, Richard on 25, and Dawn on 26. I think the literary demons might have came out there. Okay, question 7 is on connections. First part. What was Muhammad Ali's name before he changed it? What was Muhammad Ali's name before he changed it? Excuse me. Question 2. How many counters does each player have at the start of a game of backgammon? How many counters does each player have at the start of a game of backgammon? Question 3. Which song gave Windsor Davies and Donna Stell a #1 hit in 1975? Excuse me. Which song gave Windsor Davies and Donna Stell a #1 hit in 1975? Question 4. How old is a quadragenarian? How old is a quadragenarian? Q-A-D-R-A genarian. And 5. What's the connection between those 4 answers? Question 5. What is the connection between the previous 4 answers? Okay, question 8 is food and drink. First part. What fruit did little Jack Horner pull out of his pie? What fruit did little Jack Horner pull out of his pie? Question 2. What type of sauce is traditionally served with pork? What type of sauce is traditionally served with pork? Three. Which Dutch lager features a 5-pointed red star in its logo? Which Dutch lager features a 5-pointed red star in its logo? Question 4. Apart from water, what is the most widely consumed drink in the world? Coffee, tea, or Coca-Cola? Apart from water, what is the most widely consumed drink in the world? Coffee, tea, or Coca-Cola? And 5. By what name is ascorbic acid better known? By what name is ascorbic acid better known? ASCORBIC. When you're ready, send us a ready through. Richard's ready. Stacey's ready. June's ready. Dawn's ready. Stephen's ready. I said it wouldn't take long, but I need to be last again. Still be arguing with Carol over answers here. I bet you'll hear it. There he is. Okay, connections. What was Muhammad Ali's name before he changed it? He was Cassius Clay. How many counters does each player have at the start of a game of backgammon? That's 15. Windsor Davies and Dunestell had a #1 hit in 75 with Whispering Grass. How old is a quadragenarian? That's 40. And the connection is clay, grass, 15, 40, tennis. Tennis scores and surfaces. Food and drink. What fruit did little Jack Horner pull out of his pie? It was plum. Sauce traditionally served with pork is apple. Dutch lager features a 5-pointed star on its logo is Heineken. The most widely consumed drink in the world is tea. And ascorbic acid is better known as vitamin C. When you've got your scores, send them through. Dawn 8, excuse me, gives you 34. Richard 7 gives you 32. Eddie 8 gives you 31. Stacey, oh, it's all going wrong, Stace. 5 gives you 26. June 7 gives you 30. And Stephen 8, 32. Oh, it's all nice and close again. It's Stacey on 26. Then we've got June on 30, Eddie on 31, Stephen Richard on 32, and Dawn currently with a 2-point lead on 34. But it's still all to play for as we're going to the last 2 rounds. Okay, question 9 is on words. Answer these questions, and the last letter of the first answer is the first letter of the next one. Okay, so the answer to question 1, the last letter of that answer will be the first letter to the answer of question 2, and so on. Okay. Question 1. In which country were Cliff Richard, Rudyard Kipling, and George Orwell all born? Which country were Cliff Richard, Rudyard Kipling, and George Orwell all born? Oh, excuse me. Question 2. Which English football team won the European Cup in 1982? The answer to that begins with the last letter of the answer to the first question. Question 3. What is the most western state in America? What is the most western state in America? And again, that one starts with the last letter of the previous one. Or which Swedish pop group had a 1992 number one hit with the song All That She Wants? Which Swedish pop group had a 1992 number one hit with the song All That She Wants? And 5. Who was the first foreign footballer to captain an FA Cup winning side? Who was the first foreign footballer to captain an FA Cup winning side? And the answer to that is the last letter of the previous answer, but it is his Christian name. Okay. So the last letter of the previous answer is the first letter of the Christian name of the first foreign footballer to captain an FA Cup winning side. And the decider, question 10, true or false? 5 statements. Are they true or are they false? True or false? False or true? True or false? Number 1. Mickey Mouse has the middle name of Fauntleroy. Mickey Mouse has the middle name of Fauntleroy. Number 2. Of all the words in the English language, the word run, R-U-N, has the most definitions. Of all the words in the English language, run has the most definitions. Question 3. In each of the 3 decades of the 1940s, 50s, and 60s, the top grossing film was a Walt Disney cartoon. True or false? False or true? In each of the 3 decades of the 1940s, 50s, and 60s, the top grossing film was a Walt Disney cartoon. Question 4. Texas Pete was the arch enemy of Banana Man. Texas Pete was the arch enemy of Banana Man. And number 5, Madonna's real first name is Madonna. True or false? False or true? Madonna's real first name is Madonna. When you're ready, senders are ready. Not depending on his last two rounds, and they're both dodgy, I think. Dawn is ready, Stacey's ready, Richard's ready. Stephen's ready. June's ready. Excuse me. Just waiting for Steady Eddie again. There he is. There we go. Okay, the words were the last letter of the previous answers, the first letter of the next one. Which country were Cliff Richard, Rudyard Kipling, and George Orwell born? That was in India, which ends in an A. So the English football team that won the European Cup in 1982 were Aston Villa, which ends in an A. It gives you the most western state in America, which is Alaska, which still ends in an A. The Swedish pop group had a 1992 hit with the song All That She Wants was Ace of Base, which gives you an E. For the first name of the first foreign footballer to captain an FA Cup winning side, who was Eric Cantona. A little bit sneaky, that one, I thought. Anyway, true or false? Mickey Mouse has the middle name of Fauntleroy. That's false. It's Donald Fauntleroy Duck, apparently. Donald Duck has a middle name of Fauntleroy. All the words in the English language, run has the most definitions. That's true. Used to be set, I think, S-E-T. But in the last few years it's changed, and run now has the most definitions. In each of the 3 decades of the 40s, 50s, and 60s, the top grossing film was a Walt Disney cartoon. That's true. Texas Pete was the arch enemy of Banana Man. That's false. He was the enemy of Super Ted. And Madonna's real first name is Madonna. That's true. Madonna something Cipriani or something like that. Anyway, her first name is Madonna. So that one's true. When you get your final scores, send them through. Richard, 10 out of 10, Richard. What a storming round. I thought they were tricky. Stacey, 8. Gives you 34. Eddie, 7. Gives you 38. Dawn, 8 is 42. You didn't get that far last Dawn. You're still in the lead jointly with Richard at the minute. Stephen, 8 gives you 40. And June, oh dear, June. Nice one. So June only got 3, that's 33. I think there's more than you got lost in those two, Dawn. Anyway, it gives you June on 33, Stacey on 34, Eddie on 38, Stephen on 40, and joint winners on 42 points each, Dawn and Richard. Well done, people. It was a good quiz that I thought. So some great scoring there. Richard came back from the dead those last 2 rounds, I think. Last 3 rounds. Well done, everybody. Hopefully, we'll see you all next week. Look after yourselves. See you next week, Julian. Well done, Richard. Well done, Dawn. Good night, everybody. Good night.